Girls, don't make me shout today, okay? Please. All right, on page 32, 33. Let's finish it up. 32 to 33. Huh? If it's inside, you can drink it. If it's outside, no. All right, girls. Turn around. Alright, so yesterday we finished up the kinds of cnidarians. How many kinds are there? Three. What are they? That's the body types. You're getting there. What are the three kinds of cnidarians? Yes. Yes. Hydra, jellyfish. Thank you. Yeah. Huh? No. What do all cnidarians have? What do they all have on their bodies? They all have tentacles. Why does it do this?
They all live in fresh water.
Do they? No. Some live in fresh water, but not all of them. Okay? Corals live in colonies. Alright, page 33. Okay? Flatworms. These are gross little guys. Why do you think they're called flatworms?
Because they're flat.
Because they're flat. Very good. Alright? They're very ugly. You raised your hand. Why are they called flatworms? Oh, very good. Bonus point. We are 3 minutes into the lesson, and I'm already annoyed. Why? Who can tell me why am I unhappy right now?
Because we're talking.
Yeah. You know what happens when you're talking? Especially when you're talking in Arabic? It means you're not listening to me. And you're distracting everyone else. It annoys me. I don't get angry, but it makes me annoyed. You guys know I like you all very much. This is a great class. You're so smart, girls. But you've got to pay attention. I made your life really easy on the last test. I gave you open book. I told you what was on before. It will not be like that next week. I know. I'll give you something else to do. Do you understand? It will not be this way next time. You have to study. You have to take your books home, and you have to know the material. No, I'll just keep it. It's just a grade. Okay? Yeah, it'll be a grade. Okay? So you've got to stop talking in my class. You have to have more respect for me, and you have to pay attention. Because when your parents come to me and say, why didn't my kid do well? I'm going to tell them exactly why. I won't make it easy for you. Please, girls, you've got to be more respectful in class. And it's not everyone. I know the ones that talk, and I know the ones that don't. Okay? I'm not deaf. I know who's talking. Now that I have everyone's attention, why are they called flatworms?
Because they're flat.
Oh, pretty easy, right? Who said science is hard? Okay? Now, there's different kinds of worms, you guys. Flatworms are just one kind, alright? Flatworms are divided into 3 classes, okay? So we have a Mr. Flatworm here. We'll write Flatworm on him. Okay, what does he have? Here's his eye spot. No, I want it black.
We have ducks.
Here's his eye spot. He has what?
And platform. I said we have ducks.
Plants?
No, I said the platform has ducks. And platform.
I don't understand. Flukes?
Ducks.
Alright, the flatworms have an eye spot. They also have sensory organs here, okay? There are 3 kinds of flatworms. Yes. Tapeworms, yeah, good. What else? Flukes. Yeah, okay. So tapeworm, flukes, and what's the last one? Planarians. Okay. Okay. This is funny. Did anybody in here see Twilight?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember the first movie? They're in science class, right? When Edward and Bella first meet. Oh, whatever. Okay, so the teacher hands them and he says, look at the planarian. Inside the water are flatworms. He goes, flatworms, like that in the movie. I used to work at a video store, so I had to watch it a bunch of times. Anyway, that's what they were looking at, are these guys, okay? If you saw Twilight, if you didn't, don't worry about it. It's that great.
I saw one.
You saw all of them? Wow. It's in your book, sweetheart. Okay. Okay. Better? Flatworm, you don't need that one. Alright? So, what are the 3 major classes of flatworms? Tapeworm. Very good. Okay, now we're going to read about them. Who wants to read planarian?
Me.
Who didn't read last time?
Me.
You read last time. Did you read last time? Oh my God. Planarians.
Yes,
She read last time?
But it's okay.
Because not everyone got to read last time.
Miss Sarah has no way accent.
Huh?
Sarah has no way accent.
Okay. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, just read. Very good, okay? So, where do planarians live?
Freshwater, lakes, streams, or it's not really hard to
You can just underline it in your book, okay? You need to know where planarians live. They live in freshwater, okay, which means you can be lake, a stream, or on land where it's drinking up. Okay, after, okay? Alright, most planarians are what? They're predators. What does that mean? Very good. Where do they digest their food? Very good. In the gut. Alright. The planarian's head, eye spots, and sensory lobes are clues that it has a what? A well-developed. A well-developed nervous system. Okay, you just underline it in your book. Planarians even have a brain for processing information. Do they have a brain?
Yes.
Yes, they have a brain. If I only had a brain. Okay, so they live in fresh water. Okay, lakes or streams or in areas on land where it's really damp. They are predators. They eat other animals. They have a well-developed nervous system. How can you tell? Because they have an eye spot and sensory organs. Okay? And they have a brain. Lucky them.
We do.
We do?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder. Yeah. She asked first. Parasites. Very good, okay? So, flukes are what? They're parasites, okay? Alright, there's two terms you need to know with a parasite. Okay, a parasite and a host. Okay? Who can give me an example of a parasite and a host? Parasite? It's a type of organism, okay, a plant or an animal, that lives off of another one. You know what they're called? Called the heartworms. Heartworms, okay? I'll give you an easy example, that one that won't gross you out, okay? We have these trees in USA, right? They're beautiful trees called oak trees. Okay? Just a tree. Now, oops, black, darn you. Okay? Sometimes we get this plant called ivy. Okay? And ivy grows up the tree like this. It's very pretty. People have it on their houses, and oh, ivy's so lovely. And yeah, but that's they do sometimes, but you have to have a bigger tree for that. Okay, but this ivy here is a parasite. Why? It gets all the nutrients from the oak tree. Okay, so everything it needs to live is in this tree. Okay, it's the same. You guys don't need to copy the tree down. This is just for your reference. Okay, it's the same. I'm telling you right now, okay? The tree is the host. The ivy is the parasite. Okay, another example. We'll pretend that we went to some crazy place. Here we are. Oh my goodness. Okay, and not my best human to date. Okay, there's our body. Okay, and inside we have our stomach, okay? And then we have our small intestines. Now, if we go and we drink water from a pond, Outside. I know, it looks like it. Alright? If we drink water from a pond outside, okay? This pond maybe has some flatworms in it. Okay? So the water comes in and sits in our stomach. Well, little do we know that there's a parasite in there, this little flatworm. So he sits in our stomach and he eats all our food. Okay? So what this is called a tapeworm. Okay? Now, with a tapeworm and a human, who is the host? The human is the host. The tapeworm, the tapeworm is the parasite. It keeps growing and growing and growing and growing from all the food that we eat. So it gets all its nutrients from our bodies. Okay? How does it go? Where does the rest of the stuff you eat go? Or an operation if it gets too big. Okay? Now these guys can go really big. We won't get into the gory details. But who's the parasite? The tapeworm or the human? Tapeworm. The tapeworm is the parasite because it takes everything it needs from the human. Okay? The host is the human because the tapeworm is inside him. Or the flatworm or whatever. Okay, Lana, you had a question?
One time my friend, she ate so much cheeses, like one packet one day, this one. Yeah, and then they make for her surgery. Yeah, so big. Teacher wanted and she stayed absent for maybe 1 month. Because of why? Because
Oh, there's a worm.
become so big and it's like maybe 1 year she didn't know about it.
Yeah. You don't know about it until it starts making problems for you. All right, turn the page. You'll see the tapeworm on page 34.
How they count? Can I see?
What's that?
That's it. How they count? Teacher, this is paper.
They're in the water, and if you drink water, that has a flatworm inside it.
Teacher, this is paper.
Cheetos?
Yeah.
Like the chips?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. It might be the processing plant is dirty, or they use water that's not filtered.
So it looks like paper.
It does look like paper. I'll tell you something interesting about them. Yeah, who's it?
This one doesn't eat so much. It's like that have this like.
Oh, really? Little dogs? Papa, you want to read? All right, Papa's going to read about tapeworms. Go ahead.
But it looks like material. You just put them.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
That for
Tapeworms.
they for they have a small head with mammals or centurio. They live and live with other animals. They also feed on similar parasites, but that tapeworms have an body that is very specialized for the internet environment. Tapeworms do not have a gut. These organisms simply attach to the intestine, another animal, and absorb nutrients. The nutrients move directly through the tapeworm tissue, show us that what has been the
Very good, okay? So, tapeworms can get to be very, very long, all right? Like a school bus. So here you guys are. Here's the school bus driver.
That's what the school bus. No,
Okay? So, we talked about before, you can have a tapeworm inside you and you don't even know about it. Okay? You don't know until it starts to cause problems. So, these guys can be as long as a bus.
A real bus or this bus?
A real bus. Like the bus that takes you from Dubai to Abu Dhabi bus. Gross, right? Now, one thing that's really even more disgusting is these guys are segmented. We talked about last time, if you break off a part of a cnidarian, that another one will grow. Okay? Why? Because flatworms are a kind of cnidarian. Okay? So if you're trying Nigerians, okay? So if we break off this part here, okay, well, guess what? Now we have 2 tapeworms. We were talking about how they come out of our bodies, okay? If it's coming out of your body and it breaks, well, the rest of it's still back up in here. That's gross, right? I'm sorry. This is fine. What?
Your hand, for example, you break your hand, then your hand will get like sick.
No, if you guys,
Yeah.
if you, like doctors, if they touch a tapeworm, no, you don't get sick, okay? It's only if the tapeworm gets inside you. Girls! It's only if the Nigerian or the tapeworm or the flatworm or whatever gets inside your body, okay? If you just hold it in your hand, no, you're not going to be sick. It's disgusting, but you're not going to be sick. If you eat it, then you're going to be sick. Yes. All right, who wants a roundworm?
Roundworms have bodies that are long, slim and brown, like spaghetti.
Yep.
Like other worms, they have spiritual spirituality. Roundworms have a central nervous system, a ring of that forms of central brain.
I know.
The mother nerve cords connect the two ends of the body. Figure 12 shows what kind of roundworm. One species of roundworms are very small. A single person often could contain 100,000 roundworms. No, teacher.
I'm just showing you this one, okay? This is what they look like. Alright, they're gross, right? Alright, so it's gone. It's gone. Sada, it's gone. Okay. Alright, thank you. Where are you?
These tiny worms, tiny worms break down the dead tissues of plants and animals. The process helps make soil rich and healthy.
Good. Okay, stop there for a second. Alright, roundworm's body are long, slim, and round like spaghetti, okay? So, roundworms, when you get a new puppy, if you find a kitten on the street, a lot of times their bellies are big because they have worms inside, okay? No, they're okay. That's why we take them to the doctor to get them out. Because they eat things that are good, because what else do they have, okay? So, these roundworms, you guys, okay, they live inside your body, not your body, but whatever. The bilateral symmetry, okay, if you looked at the edge of one, no, not if you don't have one. Okay, if you held one and you looked at it like this, it would be round. Okay, so bilateral symmetry. Excuse me. They have a simple nervous system. Okay, they don't really have a brain, but they do have ganglia. Okay, it's a simple brain. It's not like ours, girls. Okay, most species are very, very small. Okay. This is why we don't eat rotten fruit, because roundworms like to live in rotten fruit. So don't eat an apple that's gone brown, okay? There could be lots inside. I know, right? It's disgusting. Yeah. If they're not smushed, yeah. If they're not smashed, yeah.
See, I have here white oils. What is this?
It's nothing. It's a calcium deposit. 2 ways. You hit your hand, it can be like a bruise. Another way is if you eat a lot of calcium, it just got stuck in your nail. It's nothing bad. They're called hindrance something. I don't remember, but it's nothing bad. Alright? So, how do you know if you have a roundworm? Well, if we pretend, here we are, okay, we'll make this a person now. Okay? My beautiful people. Okay? It's a person. Okay? If you have a roundworm on your body somewhere, you'll get this round spot. Like that. That means you've got a roundworm. You've got to be careful.
Teacher, what's that?
It's an artiste.
Teacher, what's that?
It shows that's where the worm is.
What's this? This thing?
He's beautiful.
Teacher, the whole country has no hair,
Maybe.
no ears, no nose.
Alright. Let's see. Tiny worms. What do they eat? What do they eat?
Everything.
They eat dead tissue. Okay? Plants and animal dead tissue. Alright, at the bottom, I'm going to read it, okay, because I want to finish. Not all roundworms eat dead tissue. Many roundworms are parasites. The ones that we get in our bodies are parasites. Okay? Including hookworms. Trichinospiralis is a parasitic roundworm that has grown people from infected or lucky ducks. We're not going to get it because we don't eat pork. Okay? As long as you don't lick someone who has it. Alright? Trichinella is it's a roundworm that can be found in uncooked meat or undercooked pork. The roundworm causes the disease trichinosis. This illness causes fever, fatigue, and digestive problems. Alright? So, lucky ducks. You don't eat pork, you're not going to get it.
My grandmother, she has a dog kennel.
Has a dog? I don't think it's so. I don't know. Alright, girls, do you have any questions? It's okay. Yes.
شجعتني كنت أسأل على رجعتني كثير هلا بشوف هذا الدليل الثاني
Alright, girls, for homework, please, I want...
مريم بدي أقرأ على لا أصدق مريم كمان صوبت ثاني صبايا ضاحية كانت في 50 درهم ضايع كانت يعني ليش؟ إنه نحن رجعنا ال5 دراهم أما أعطينا بدال ال5 دراهم 50 فللأمانة بالصدق أي وحدة إخذت بدال ال5 دراهم 50 بترجعها هاي امبارح كان الموضوع أوكي؟ يلي أنا أخذتها من البيت أنا ما في مشكلة بس الأمانة أوكي؟
Alright guys, page 35. Your what is this? It has lost its mind. Now listen, before you throw a fit, alright? Only do these numbers, circle them in your book, okay? Answers only.
Questions, I don't pages.
No, my darling.
2 pages. Answers only.
Please don't write the questions. You don't get bonus points, and it's just a waste of time, okay? For multiple choice, just write the letter. Huh? Write them on a piece of paper and give them to me tomorrow, please. Okay? I want it on a piece of paper, though. Wait. How do you spell? Do you have any questions, ladies?